Hello, good morning, everybody. One of you, please switch on mic and speak. Guys, I need to test connection, so chat doesn't do. I need to see whether you can hear me and I can hear you as well.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Very good morning, Vaishali, Sarthak. Thanks. Oh, very fine. Seems like my connection is good. Last, uh, last we were okay. I left you on 23rd, and last we were doing something this kind of thing. So you guys ready? Yep. Yeah, this was what we were doing. How did it go? We started off with a dataset. Uh, we tried to get a feel of this dataset. So it is some, originally there were some 9 columns and some 46,000 rows. We saw that, okay, there are different attributes about a purchase made by a customer on an online portal. We made this data a little bit presentable, and then there were some anomalies in this data. We cleared them up, and now we were trying to see. Last we tried with sort and filtering data on some conditions like the specific countries, a specific price range, a specific product category. So whatever we want to do, we can insert, sort, and filter, and we can do all that. So for now, removing filter. Now let's see what are the facilities available. Sorting, filtering, that is okay, but that is not analysis in a true sense. What can we do when it comes down to some analysis kind of thing? So we were at the home tab, cut, copy, format painter, formatting the font, colors of text, color of cell, orientation. We can bring cell text into center or left indent, right indent, that kind of thing. Merge and center, we merge the two cells, percentage sign, dollar sign, decimals. Conditional formatting, again more formatting, more of formatting. Now we are formatting based upon a condition. I'm not going into these things. I hope you people have explored these things. Or do you want me to go into all this? Did you people get a chance to try something by yourself? You can be honest here. Please tell me honestly. अरे कुछ हो पाया या वीकेंड मस्ती बस? हम्म कुछ थोड़ा बहुत ट्राई किया होगा. Well, going to something else. Next tab is insert tab, and that's where the fun begins. See, we have already seen that this is a massive data. This is some exactly 46,431 rows with one row for column header. And okay, sorting, formatting, we already established that it cannot be called analysis. What do I do with this kind of data? Now this much amount of data is there. What analysis can I do? So that's where pivot tables come into picture. In insert, you will find option pivot table, recommended table, these kind of things. What are pivot tables? Pivot tables give me clean summaries of this data. If I click on pivot table, maybe you can try with me. So it is saying select a table or a range. So it has selected everything, whatever is there on this Excel sheet by default. I can choose to select something of my choice, but for now I am selecting everything. So everything it has selected. Down below there is option new worksheet or existing worksheet. So by default it is on new worksheet where this pivot table will appear. So I want it to be in a new worksheet. I don't want to clutter the same sheet time and again. And so okay, I have not changed anything. By default, all the data selected. By default, it is going to a new worksheet. And if I click OK, a new worksheet like this appears. On the left side, it is saying that pivot table 1 to build a report, choose fields from pivot table. Okay, it is giving me some hint what to do next. In the right, there is a pane of pivot table fields. And what are the fields? Whatever was there, whatever the columns were there, the attributes of this data. यही सब बातें थी वहाँ पे इनवॉइस नंबर प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरी स्टॉक कोड invoice date, this, that. Now, try along with me. I am doing something, on my whims and fancies for now. Just मेरे साथ करते करते जाइए और फिर समझना शुरू करते हैं क्या क्या हुआ है. देख के समझ आएगा आप लोग. There is something called country, and down below there are filter, row, value, columns. There are 4 panes. Pick country and drag it to rows. Drag and drop. When I do that, so as the name suggests, the countries, whatever countries were there present in country column, they are appearing in each row. It is saying row labels, and in each row there is a country, whatever there was in that data set. Then there is a pane values. Values means, again, whenever I say something analysis is eventually number. So I want to see amount. Let's drag and drop amount under the pane values. And what do we start to see? What do we have here? You guys doing along with me? Okay. So what do we have here? I have total of amount, the amount which I calculated, unit price into quantity of the order, quantity of the item per order. I wanted to see that how much amount we are receiving from which country. and I get to see that these are the countries and this is the total of amount, sum of amount which we can get. So by default, Excel is doing something smart. It has some data. It is showing me the total. Now you may say, my intention was not to see the total. Maybe the case. Or maybe do something different first. So this happens when we drop country in rows and value here. So whatever number you want to see, so that is here in the value. And whatever categories we wanted to see, we will want to put them in rows, or we can do something different also. There is an option called columns. So if I throw the country back from rows, so it is just showing me total of values, total of amount in this data set. I did not want that. I'm fetching country this time to columns. So this could also have been done. Now what is happening? Since I put country in column Spain, so every column is representing one country now. Earlier, every row was representing one country. Now every column will represent that. And so we can always hit and try and choose whichever feels good. As it happens in this case, you can, I think you realize that column wise summary is not making any sense. It is not looking good, not presentable. मेरे लिए मुश्किल है इसको एनालाइज करना. So let's not do it in columns, let's put country in rows. अगर आप पीछे रह जाएं, अटक जाएं कहीं पे, कुछ ऐसा हो कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, आप स्किप हो गया आपसे, प्लीज टेल मी, बता देना आप. So far so good. All along with me, चलता रहूँ. सार्थक, you are also a rollover candidate. सार्थक,
Yes, sir.
okay, you were in batch
14.
14. Okay, okay, fine. Doing something, another thing, going to something else. As I was saying, so okay, I can put something in rows, something in columns. I could see total of amount. Now you may say that, well, I did not want total. My intention was not to see the total. Maybe my intention was to see the average. Getting my point? How much average, on and average amount we earn per country. I don't want to see the total of the country. Suppose Australia is showing me this much amount, but this amount Australia is giving me in 100 orders. I want to see whether there is country which is giving me higher amount per order. Maybe that kind of my intention is. So go to values. By default, it has chosen sum. And then there is a drop down arrow here. So we click on that, on this drop down, and you see some options. Move, move, move. So this is just removing, moving and removing. There is last option, value field settings. And if I click on that, on value field settings, I get to see, what do you see? What do you see? You see a pop-up of this kind, and it is, what does it say? By default वो total कर रहा है, But then there are several things which you can do. And think about it. This is all you will want to do with a number. What else do you want to do? Is there anything else? If you have something called, if you have a number column which you want to analyze, maybe you want to see the total of it or count of it or average of it or minimum or maximum or on a rare on odd chance, maybe you want to see standard deviation and variance. But अभी वहाँ नहीं जा रहे, लेकिन फिलहाल काम हो गया मेरा. There is something called average. So I choose average and I say okay, and now I see average amount per order given by each country. Nice and easy. So here I have a nice clean summary. I can see average of amount given by per country. Now you may say, what if I want to see the both average as well as total of amount? Can we do that? Yes, we can do that. You don't need to go back to data and insert again a pivot table and then you choose that this time I will choose sum and another time I will choose average and I will be able to see both the things in the same pivot table which we have created. It gives me facility to do that again. For example, just pay attention. Again, I can use a column multiple times at multiple places. Again, I choose amount and drag it to values. By default, it has again summed it up, and now I can see average amount and sum of amount per country in the same pivot table. This is also good. Done, everybody? Guys, at least keep me posted. Yes, no, should I proceed? Should I go ahead? You can use the chat box or maybe just speak up here. So far, everybody along with me? Should I go on or do you want me to wait for a minute? Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. It is good to see you people responding here. So these things can be done. So I can choose one value, I can choose multiple value. For now, I am dropping average. I am removing this field. I don't need average. Let's remove field. I want to show some other thing, so that is why I am removing. You can also remove if you wish. You already know that we can again sort and filter. So currently these countries are in order of their alphabetical order because they are acting as row labels. So they are already sorted A to Z. Maybe you want uh, them to sort by amount. So not choosing grand total. Grand total नहीं choose करेंगे. I can select these values and again I'm going to home because I need to, and it is giving me options sort largest to smallest, smallest to largest. So I can do these things. So if I click on that, so now these are countries. Now they are sorted according to the summary which I wanted to see. The sum of amount. Again, what I am trying to do, I am trying to give this data in a sorted form. जिसको भी देखना है, जिसको भी दिखा रहा हूँ, अच्छा लगे तो उसको थोड़ा सा आसान हो जाएगा समझना. When it is sorted, I have some favorite countries, and there are some countries which we should be worried about. We are not getting orders from. Another thing, another question may go like, sir, okay, we can try multiple things in values. Can we try multiple things in rows also? No, sir. Uh, For example, I have countries here. What the hell? Rajneesh, it will be sorted according to sum of amount in this case. Not country. You see, alphabetical order is gone. Alphabetical order is gone. Maybe you will be confused by this because it is still showing this down arrow in country, but now they are sorted by sum of amount, not alphabetical order. Okay, so uh, multiple sort doesn't work. It can only be sorted by one thing. Okay, so that is one. Another thing which I was saying, can we use multiple things like we chose multiple values, average and total? Can I use rows to represent multiple things? As it happens, yes, I can do that. I can do that. Just try doing it. Drag and drop product category into rows. If I pick product category and drag it and drop in rows, and what do you see? Happening? Is it happening? Hmm. Okay. So I can do that now. What is happening within row labels? You see, First there is country and then there is product category. So two items in rows, two attributes in rows. First is country. The first priority will be to country. So it has taken country number 1, that is Netherlands, according to total amount. And within category, it is mentioning all the product categories and it is mentioning what is the total of amount we are raising in each category. So again, two things in rows. So row wise, data is going row wise. Can we do something else? What if one thing is in row and another thing is in columns? So country we have already tried in rows and columns. In columns, country didn't look nice. But what about product category? Let's pick product category and drop it in columns. Take product category, remove it from rows, but insert it in columns, and you will be able to see something like this. So whichever way you like, something in row, something in columns, multiple things in rows, or maybe multiple things in columns, one value, multiple values, whatever. Some columns will make sense, some columns may not make sense. Like if you drag and drop description, it will not make sense because descriptions are way too many. For each product, there is a different description, which we will discuss when your SQL module will begin. तो बात करेंगे डिटेल में उसका. There is something called categorical and continuous columns. वो तब बात करेंगे. What for now, well, you are very welcome to try. Just play around. Just play around different things, different places, and see what makes sense and what doesn't. As it happens just now, right now, we came to pivot table to see some clean summarized analysis of these numbers. What is happening here is, I have already chosen product category. I have seen country wise in product categories, what is the total of amount. But tell me, I think you realize it by now. Now, rather than it is analysis, now these are some confusing numbers. Yes or no? Does it feel like that? Yes or no? What do I analyze about this now? This is again becoming a little bit of cluttered information. So these things, you should start understanding these things in that perspective. Just because there is facility, just because there is facility to put, you can put something in rows and columns, and you can put multiple things in rows and columns and values, it does not always make sense. भाई yes or no, ये देख के तो समझ आ रहा होगा ना, लग रहा है कि नहीं लग रहा है. मैं कंट्री वाइज भी देख रहा हूँ, प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरी वाइज भी देख रहा हूँ टोटल अमाउंट. कहीं कहीं कुछ ब्लैंक भी आ रहा है, जिससे मुझे पता चल रहा है कि इस कंट्री में ये वाला प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरी था नहीं, है ही नहीं, कोई रेवेन्यू नहीं आता कॉस्मेटिक से सिंगापुर में। But what I want to highlight here is, just because there is facility, don't put too much information in the same sheet. पहले तो मुझे खुद समझना मुश्किल हो जाएगा, और गलती से मैं समझ गया तो समझाऊंगा कैसे किसी और को, whoever stakeholder is asking, whoever is putting through the questions. So what else could I have done? Could I have done anything better? मेरे को इन्फॉर्मेशन तो चाहिए, कंट्री वाइज भी चाहिए, और प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरीज में भी देखना चाहता हूँ। बट नाउ सिंस इट इज वे टू मच इन्फॉर्मेशन, confusing, confusing, startling a little bit. Try doing it this way. Do something, remove product category. Remove category from here. We already had countries and we already had sum of amount. Drag and drop product category into the fourth pane, जो अभी तक ट्राई नहीं किया है हमने, that is something called filters. And tell me, what do you see? Try doing it yourself and tell me, what do you see? समझ आता है क्या होता है? हाँ जी, समझ गए क्या हुआ? कर लिया, देख लिया? मुझे बहुत दिमाग तो नहीं लगाना इसमें, समझाने जैसा कुछ नहीं है। अरे speak up people. I am asking you to drop product category into filters this time. And have you realized what it has given you? It is giving you product category information, but not all at once. It is showing you all the categories of product category here in the filter, and it is giving you information one at a time. If you want to see all the categories, well, it is already there. But if you want to choose one particular category, like suppose I wanted to see data of what is happening in each country, but I don't want it for all the product categories. Suppose I want to see only about appliances. So I choose appliances, and okay. Now I get to see only the amount for product category appliances. Suppose somebody says, I don't want to choose all the categories, I want to see only the fashion categories. So can I choose multiple items? Yes, I can choose. It gives me select, I can select multiple items also. So suppose they ask me about fashion. So apparels are fashion, cosmetics are fashion. I choose these two categories and I get to see only the numbers for chosen categories. Done with this? Choosing something from your choice or whichever you want. अरे यार बोलोगे डन यस नो क्या प्रॉब्लम है? हद है यार. मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है आप लोग अटक गए हो, कर रहे हो, नहीं कर पा रहे हो. स्पीक अप. फाइन. गुड टू सी. So this way we can leverage pivot tables. So now this is one clean summary. I can make as many summaries I want. So I have used country, I am seeing total of amount, I can see average amount, count of something. I may use another category like product category here. I can use it in rows or columns or filters, whichever I want. And can I do anything better? Yes, as it happens, I can do something better still. See, numbers are okay, but when you are talking to stakeholders, there is always a good thing to, rather than using numbers, rather than that using visualizations. It is convenient. It immediately with a with a simple look at the data, I get to understand what is the big picture. So I don't want to compare each and every value, nitty-gritty differences, but I want to see the highest and the lowest and the most concerned areas, that kind of thing. Visualization gives me a very clear-cut idea about that. What kind of visualizations? What is visualization when I say visualization? What is your understanding? Graphs, bar graphs, scatter plot, charts, diagrams. Well, now what do I use? I have countries and I have their total of amount. What kind of chart do you want to see? कैसा चार्ट ठीक रहेगा ऐसा डेटा देखने के लिए? I want to see country wise total amounts. What kind of chart do you think will suit? कैसा चार्ट बनाना चाहिए? Hmm, okay, Devesh says bar chart, Sarthak says bar chart, Rajneesh says bar chart. Okay, bar graphs. So all of you are talking about bar graphs. Anybody else can think of something? Apurva says line chart instead of bar graph. Okay, what else? Now comes a little bit of trouble because by chart you can use a बहुत सारे countries हैं. Okay, see, now comes the limitation. अगर देखो एक्सेल से बहुत सारे काम हो सकते हैं लेकिन बहुत सारे काम ऐसे हैं जो अ, हाँ नहीं तो और किसी की जरूरत ही क्या थी, फिर सब चीज एक्सेल से ही हो जाती ना. तो दिस इज one of the limitations of Excel, that there are not very powerful graphics. When it comes to data visualization, Excel gives me some options, but very limited. Anyway, we will try. What is the good thing is I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. Again, going to insert tab, the insert, and there is something called recommended charts. There are several options it is showing you here. देख पा रहे हो ना? Scatter plot, bar plot, pivot chart, area chart, this and that. Now which one to choose? Pie charts, donut charts, line chart. I don't want to worry about it. There is something called recommended charts. I click on that and it shows me all kind of options, what I can do with this data, with this pivot table. So the first option may be column, and it is showing you what kind of column and a little bit of preview of your graph. कैसा दिखेगा आपका बार चार्ट अगर बनाएंगे तो? वो कहता है ऐसा दिखेगा. On x-axis, there are country names, one bar for each country, and the height of the bar will tell you how much total amount came from this country. Within these columns, there can be different shapes and size. Clustered column, stacked column, it is saying something. 100 stack, 3D. तो जो भी अच्छा लगे, you can choose. So suppose I choose 3D clustered column. So this becomes my bar graph. I click OK, and I get to see something this kind of. So I think now this is looking like one clean analysis. I have the numbers for each country, total of amount we wanted to see. We could have gone to average of amount, but for now we are staying with total of amount, sum of amount. So that is the sum of amount. This is happening, whatever is happening in each country. In the descending order, I have product category filter on numbers as well as graphs also. So maybe I want to see not by everything, but let's see, suppose what did we choose? Say cosmetics. So I don't want to see about everything, but just by cosmetics. So this is some what is happening with cosmetics. So overall, Netherlands is number one country, which is giving us highest revenue. But when it comes to cosmetics, EAD, what is this? Ireland. Ireland seems to be more fashionable than Netherlands when it comes to cosmetics. You can see that. So this is bar graphs. Could we have done something else? Yes, we could have. Getting back to insert recommended charts, and now it is showing you all other options. Column and bar are more or less the same. Bar means horizontal bars. Column means vertical bars. So they are both more or less the same thing. I want you to see other options and tell me which other option do you think is good to represent this data. Take a few minutes, play around, check from all the possible options, and do you think there is another option which can represent this data, as good as or maybe even better than bar graph? You got my question, right? So try doing that. Maybe I will leave it to you. I'll leave you to the task for some time. Maybe I can use it like a break. Okay, you can attempt this. You can choose it, and it is 10:55 by my clock almost. So we resume at 11:10. So you will tell me which other option do you recommend? Apurva, you will have to do a little bit of, extra hard work because your Excel version is old. But you can try. Still, you can try. There are different charts. You can give it a try with them. Okay, guys. So there are some clean 15 minutes. Some time for break. Some time for exercise. You decide. And drop an option in the chat box. Which one do you like more? Okay. See you there. Don't drop off from the link. I'll mark attendance meanwhile. Well, see you there. Please be back in time. Hi again, people. I hope everybody is back. Just ping in the chat box quickly, those who are here. Guys, those who are here, yeah, please just say hi or here or back or present or something. Need to get the head count before I proceed. Okay. Very fine. Most of you are here. ठीक है, हाँ जी. Did you try other visualizations? What did you find? Any particular chart you liked? Anybody, somebody? Well, clustered column, 2D or 3D. So that is one fantastic thing. We already saw that. What else? Bar graph, well, more or less the same. X-axis becomes Y, Y becomes X. That is just happening here. Representation is same. And again, I have options of 2D, 3D, stacking this and that. Somebody said line chart, but do you see if I use line chart, it is coming something like this. I can choose some variant of line chart and maybe, okay, bullets, or maybe stripe, not a stripe, okay, let's choose dotted line. If I insert this is what line chart will look like. But what do you think? Do you will you want to represent this data with line chart? More or less similar information, but line chart is well, okay, but not doing justice, honestly speaking. What else you could have tried? Pie chart, somebody was against it. Let's see. If I see pie chart, it looks something like this. Okay, not that much, a little bit. Here. And what do you see? Seems nice. Or is there some problem? One of you said it already, I think Devesh. See, pie chart is again represented, represents. Pie chart is good in one way that it gives you fraction. If I want to see how much of total chunk is being contributed by Netherlands, So I can see that it is okay. If I click on that, it is showing me 18% of our revenue, 18% of our total amount is coming from Netherlands. But what after that? It would have done very nicely if there were 3, 4, 5 countries, or maybe 10 countries, even if there were. But now there are empty number of countries. This pie chart is not giving me very clear information about them. There are way too many countries. Okay, so if I want to see in percentages, maybe I can use pie chart, but again, it will be limited to if there are only 4, 5, 6 countries which I can distinguish visually. In this type of case, when there are 20 countries, 30 countries, and now pie chart is forcing me to see in angular distance. Human mind is not trained for that. So seems like not happening. What else? Maybe you have tried something. If I choose a stock, it is not even showing me any preview because what do you think? Why? Stock, scatter plot, it is not showing me any option. Reason being, the data I am trying to feed is not suitable for this kind of charts. These charts cannot represent this type of data. Either they need both the numbers or they need something else along with this. So many things are not even an option for me. Radar something, I don't know what is that. Radar chart. I can't even make sense out of it. So choosing the right type of graph is important, but once if I do it correctly, it becomes quite obvious. From this, if I choose bar graph or maybe column graph, this gives me a very clean picture of what is happening, what this data is trying to tell me. And I can convey my result just in a few clicks and just in 5 minutes to any stakeholder without even going into hardcore numbers. So this is pivot table for you people. This insert tab can also be used for inserting other things. Many a times you will need just for presentation purpose, you can insert pictures. Some pictures are online available or you can upload pictures from your machine. Shapes and smart art, this and that. Charts we have already seen. Then here is something you see, power view. You guys have that? Anybody who doesn't have this power view here? There is something called power view. All of you can see that? Anybody who doesn't see? Apurva, you don't have it. Okay, anyone else? Archana, you also cannot. Don't see it. Okay. Ashwani, okay. Way too many people. Okay, I'll show you. You don't have to worry about it. We'll come to it later on. This is Power View. If I click on this, it will prompt me to enable add-in. So these are called add-ins. So Excel can have several add-ins. One of them is Power View. There is Cell Cleaner. There is uh, the solver and this and that. We will see. We will see them one at a time. Add-ins क्या होते हैं? See, Excel is developing like anything. Over the years, Excel has developed into a very powerful tool, and there are several facilities which, or earlier they were not there, but they came on, and along with time, Excel has so many functionalities. Despite that, many a times you may feel that there is something not yet there. So these are optional add-ins. Even if you don't have them with your current installation, you can add in this functionality. So one of them is Power View, which is highly useful. In my case, it is disabled, so it is asking me to enable. You don't have it installed, so you will have to install it first. And okay, add-ins I will talk about later on. छोड़ दो अभी, but just keep it with you that there is something called add-ins which come to my help. Then there are other things in this data. You can insert line, column, windows. These are several things. Text box, header, footer. These things you can explore yourself. Text box is just like a text message you want to leave with this data. Suppose I want to highlight with this pen something, so I can leave a text box that in Spain, this is something which in particular I have to discuss when I will be presenting. So this is mostly about insert tab. So we have explored home, we have explored insert in detail. Then there is page layout. Page layout is usually for if you need to really print the data set. And well, gone are the days when we used to print something and then we used to do something. Now we are doing the reverse, actually. Whatever is there on printed physical paper form, we want to convert it into an electronic document. But even then, yes, you can do a number of things with page layout. Mostly it is all about aligning the data, setting it up to the area, the size and shape of the paper on which I want to print it. Mostly that. You can try your hands on this page layout thing. For analysis purpose, it doesn't serve anything. It is useless, putting it bluntly. Then there's formula. Again, we have already seen that, and there are several. Excel comes with so many built-in formulas, and the good thing is I don't have to worry about it because I can always go to insert function and just look for a function. I will just have to type in what I want to do, and maybe I can find that function. Like uppercase, lowercase, we have already tried that. So it can have as simple as that, uppercase, lowercase, or it can have very typical formulas also. Maybe I'm showing you something. I hope you can you read my screen? I'm typing something. Can you read it? Mhm. What is internal rate of return? Anybody knows that? There is something called internal rate of return. If I want to find it, go, and I see it is telling me so many different functions. It is saying there is IRR, which calculates internal rate of return of a series of cash flow. Then it is MIRR, a version of this is XIRR. There is something called NPV. So don't worry if you don't know what internal rate of return is. The gist of showing you this is you can go to very typical and sophisticated functions. Even they are present here. Excel can take care of these things. Has anybody applied for loan? Maybe your parents, if you know it. Any kind of loan. Education loan, car loan, home loan, credit card. Might be you have seen ads given by the banks that such a low interest we are charging. And if you call two banks, they will say, I will give you lower interest. Both of them, irrespective of everything. And that's where you know, that's where the catch is. It is not about that interest, what they are charging from you. They will always be interested in having what is internal rate of return to the bank. So this is something different than your interest rate. It is internal interest rate, which is technically referred to as internal rate of return. तो उसका अपना कैलकुलेशन है. आप बोलो मेरे को 1% कम दे, तो वो बहुत खुश हैं. करके देखना, तो तुरंत बोल देगा हाँ ठीक है, डन. लेकिन मैं क्या करूँगा कि आपके जो EMI अमाउंट हैं वो थोड़े से चेंज हो जाएंगे. कुछ बड़े बड़े हो जाएंगे, कुछ छोटे छोटे हो जाएंगे. अमाउंट उतना ही रहेगा. तुम्हें देखने में ऐसा लगेगा कि हाँ यार इंटरेस्ट तो कम हो गया. इंटरेस्ट कम ही दिखेगा, बट उसके IRR को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So he or she is still happy. So that is IRR. Chalo, we're not going into more technicals. You know, I get carried away. Uh, my specialization of analysis was banking and finance, BFS. So whenever I pick up on something like this, I get carried away. I keep on discussing. So well, not going ahead. But yes, Excel has these kind of facilities, and we can search for that. So that is formula step. Then there is data. Now, okay, data और बाकी पे आते हैं, रुकते थोड़ा सा। डेटा पे थोड़ी देर में बात करता हूँ, थोड़ी देर में क्या, मे बी टुमारो, बट फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड वन अदर थिंग। थोड़ा सा चलेगा, थोड़ा सा थ्योरी, थोड़ा सा हैंड्स ऑन। नाउ इज द टाइम फॉर a little bit of theory and terminology you need to know. You remember this, right? Remember this? काफी डिटेल में बात की थी इसकी। ये लोग बार बार मिलते रहेंगे आपसे। What comes next is some other terminology. This is a typical life cycle of any analytics or data science project. तो इसीलिए वहाँ पे नहीं जा रहा हूँ अभी। In the data tab, there will come so many things which you first need to know what is what. Then you will understand what we are doing with the data tab in Excel. So this is one typical life cycle. It all begins with data collection. Obviously, as simple as that. Did I talk about this? Any terminology and any these kind of things? Have we discussed it? Please, please help me recall. क्या मैं बात कर चुका हूँ इन सबकी या किसी की? No, not at all. Okay, ठीक है, no problem, no problem. So very well. When I'm saying data science or data analysis, obviously I need data first. So it all begins with data collection. Organizations are spending a lot of money and a lot of efforts are being made to collect the data as much as possible from whatever source possible. And yeah, we already realized this exercise. Yes or no? Right now, you realize that organizations and your Android apps, everybody is trying to get under the screen. They need to have as much data as possible. यहाँ ये भी दे दो, वो भी दे दो. I don't know if you know that or not. Gmail is accused that they read your mail. I mean, not manually, but yeah, they have screeners. They know what is the content of your mail. You know that? Did you know that? Google practically knows everything about you. Yes, Anji Devesh. Whatever you text, whatever you mail, whatever you search, whatever the photos you click, whatever the location you were on, whenever you use the Gmaps, you were traveling somewhere, you use Gmap, that data is still with Google. You don't even remember. Thankfully, they are not doing anything unethical. They are bound by law. So, but yes, if it comes to information, they have that. So that's data collection. Second thing is here we are calling it data extraction. Well, it is not only extraction. Have you heard of the name ETL? What is your idea? What is data collection and how data extraction is different from data collection? ETL नहीं सुना आप लोगों ने? खैर किसी का कोई आइडिया? किसी का कुछ आइडिया क्या होता है ETL प्रोसेस? ETL ETL. हाँ जी, actually correct Devesh. See, in the previous step, what happened? Data collection happened. Now, when I have collected this data is coming from different sources and different shapes, different sizes, different formats. So basically, it is raw data, and raw data by itself will not make sense. It cannot be called data of an organization. A trustworthy analysis could not be done on this kind of data, which is which is all over the place. So that's where data extraction. It is not only extraction. It is combination of three processes: extract, transform, and load. What will be happening from this raw data? A useful data will be extracted, a data which can be leveraged. We will extract that, transform that into a suitable form. So that's where transform. Extract the data which can be really leveraged. Whatever data we have collected, all of it may not be useful. We may have some rubbish in between. So we will transform this, we'll extract the useful data, the relevant data, then we will transform it into a suitable form, a suitable data modeling. It is called data engineering. It is called, mostly it is job of data engineers, that how this data will is, uh, fit in a clean tabular form, or structure. So we will talk about this transform thing in detail in again SQL module. And finally, we are calling load this data. Load this data where? Anji, where? Excel sheet. Load this data to a database. More recently, maybe cloud. Cloud is also eventually a database, a bigger database, practically infinite. So this is the complete process, what we do to the raw data before we do anything else. So that is data extraction. Extract, transform, load, ETL. So data collection, data extraction. Now I have some data and it is okay. There is constant inflow of data. Every day I have some new data. It doesn't mean I will delete the old data. It is still with me. It is still useful. So I will keep all this raw data into a clean form on my server or database or cloud maybe. Next comes which I'm calling data preparation. Actually, that is the place where role of an analyst or data scientist begins. देखो डेटा कलेक्ट करने में या डेटा एक्सट्रैक्ट करने में ETL करने में उसमें देयर इज अ लिटिल रोल फॉर डेटा साइंटिस्ट practically analyst is doing nothing there. It is data preparation where your job begins because what do you understand by data preparation? You have done it already, yes or no? अभी एक्सेल में वही किया आपने 2-3 दिन. क्या क्या प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ मैं डेटा से? सब्जी? हाँ हाँ सब्जी, सच में सब्जी. I want to cook up something. I have to do some preparation. Yes or no? Isn't that how we cook? I am going to cook up an analysis. I need my data to be prepared for that. And maybe you realize this or not, but that's what you have been doing. किया था ना वहाँ पे अपर केस लोअर केस का प्रॉब्लम था, वो हमने ठीक किया. डेटा प्रेजेंटेबल नहीं लग रहा था तो वो ठीक किया. फिर वो डेटा अब ये सारा दुनिया भर का डेटा लेकर के करूँ क्या मैं इसका? क्या बताऊँ इससे किसी को? सो पिवट टेबल्स पे पहुँचे तो तब वहाँ जाकर के कुछ हमने एनालिसिस दिखाना शुरू किया. So that's what we calling it anomalies. We call them data anomalies. That's what I have to let's move this. Preparation is basically making my data ready for some useful analysis. One step of that is anomaly treatment. And what is anomaly? I think I talked about this. What is it I am referring to as anomaly? If I put it in general terms, the irregularities which may be there in my data, in the raw data. तो सर रॉ डेटा तो है नहीं ना. रॉ डेटा तो कलेक्शन के टाइम पे था, अभी तो ETL हो चुका है. अब एनोमलीज क्यों होंगे? क्या अब भी एनोमलीज हो सकते हैं? मिस टाइपिंग, ब्लैंक स्पेस, अच्छा ये एनोमलीज हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. बट मैं नहीं, पहले तो मैं कुछ और कह रहा हूँ कि सर अभी तो हमने ये अभी तो इंतज़ाम किया है इसका कि ये जो रॉ डेटा है ये ऐसा नहीं कि हेयर एंड देयर और एवरीवेयर हो. दैट इज़ वाई वी यूज्ड ETL process. That is why we have a team of data engineers. Why do I have to prepare data? Why we are talking about anomalies? There should be no anomalies by now. What do you think? भाई शाबाश, अब मुझे यकीन हो गया तुम पक्के चले हो। देवेश, मैंने एक दो सेशन ले लिया था क्या लास्ट टाइम? जब तक तुम थे, हाँ, तुम्हारे रेस्पॉन्स ऐसे ही आ रहे हैं जैसे मैं ही बोल रहा हूँ। These are the things I want. I'm very much interested in. So glad that you still remember it. See, I need to prepare. I need to still prepare data because these ETL guys, these data engineers, they were not addressing a business problem, and that's where the difference. That's where the crunch of analysis lies. मैं डेटा एनालिसिस कर दूंगा, क्यों कर दोगे भाई? किसने बोला? क्या कर दोगे? क्या एनालाइज कर दोगे? Are you getting my point? Whenever there is analytics or some data science or something machine learning, when these kind of things are going on, they are going for a reason. They are going to address a business problem. That's why this is being done. Now ETL guys, they did not have any that kind of problem. They were only worried about this is raw data and it should somehow enter my database, and they are done with it. There can still be some things which I don't want in this data. There will be things I want and there will be things I don't want, because now it depends on the business problem I need to answer, I need to respond to. Are you getting my point? So that is why I will still, I don't have, I don't trust anybody. I will do data preparation myself, keeping in mind the business problem I'm addressing. What can be the anomaly? What can be the anomaly? Just tell me. One of them is missing records or missing values. What do you think? Yes or no? हो सकते हैं ना, ETL वाले क्या बिगाड़ लेंगे इसका? Think about it. If there is a problem, उन्होंने एक ऑनलाइन सर्वे करा है for data collection. They conducted an online survey, 1000 people. कैसा सर्वे था ये? नेम, एज, सेल नंबर, किसी चीज़ का फीडबैक लिया है, मे बी जोमेटो ने लिया है डिलीवरी टाइम का, जस्ट फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम सेइंग. ओके, रेटिंग 5 स्टार, 2 स्टार, 3 स्टार कितने दोगे हमें, एंड so many things. Maybe this is their online survey, online or maybe offline for that matter. This was the survey. अब क्या होता है? सर्वे करा लिया मेरा, नेम इज आलोक, वेरी फाइन, एज इज 37, वेरी फाइन, सेल नंबर मैं कह रहा हूँ, मैं तो नहीं बताता. फीडबैक बहुत ही घटिया लोग हो तुम. रेटिंग सिंगल स्टार बिकॉज आई कैन नॉट गिव 0. भर दिया मैंने सर्वे. नाउ थिंक अबाउट इट, ETL वाला इसका क्या बिगाड़ लेगा? इफ आई डोंट प्रोवाइड माई कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर, क्या कह सकते हैं वो इसको? गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? Are you able to understand? I am taking very crud and dud examples just to make you understand. What will ETL people do? They will just call it null value. What else? They don't have any other option. Uh, with what problem, Sarthak? I'll do it one thing here. I will keep it like this is what I was typing. You guys able to see that? हाँ, तो मैं ये बता रहा था कि सपोज somebody does a survey just to understand how their service is. They forward that survey to me. I fill these kind of values, and I was saying, what if I don't provide my cell number? हाँ, मैं देता भी नहीं, बिकॉज हाँ यार फ़ोन करोगे ना तुम, मैं सेशन में हूँगा, दुखी करोगे। तो मेरे कहने का मतलब ये था, जिससे आपने सर्वे कराया उसने तो सेल नंबर दिया नहीं। तो ये लोग, ये जो ETL कर रहे थे, ये क्या कर लेंगे उसका? कंपनी ने सर्वे कराया, उनका लड़का आया, मुझसे पेन पेपर पे सर्वे भरा के ले गया, तो डेटा कलेक्ट हो गया उनके पास। ETL वालों ने क्या किया, उस सर्वे को बड़े अच्छे से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म में, प्रॉपर फॉर्मेट में, सिंटैक्स में, अपर केस लोअर केस, कोई दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए, हम ऐसे सर्वे को अपने डेटाबेस में रख लेंगे, बिल्कुल ठीक है, रख लो। उस सर्वे में मैंने अपना सेल नंबर नहीं दे रखा, क्या करेंगे ETL वाले? मेरा मतलब ये था कहने का। हाँ जी, क्या? हाँ, कुछ नहीं कर सकते। They will declare that this was a null value or any value or something like that, blank छोड़ेंगे, और क्या बोलेंगे इसको? That not available. But when it comes to data, when I'm going towards analysis, now these things are a problem. So this is just one example. Then there may be several other anomalies. So we'll talk about that. ठीक है जी. So this is the stage where actual job of analyst begins. वैसे कोई आइडिया? एनीबॉडी थिंक्स ऑफ एनीथिंग? क्या कर सकते हैं ऐसे मिसिंग रिकॉर्ड? करते क्या होंगे? What can we do with missing records? Anyone? Anything? No, nothing. No idea. Interpretation of the information provided depends whether I need or not. If yes, and checks again effect. Okay, चलो देखेंगे, बताता हूँ थोड़ा सा. As it happens, more or less, okay, Apurva, Devesh, whatever you are saying, more or less, everything is true. We try to do several things and we settle for which seems most logical one. For example, you see, if this is a survey and cell number is missing, so think about it. Why do I need cell number if I am analyst? In the capacity of data scientist, what do I do with their cell number? यार जितने लोग उतने सेल नंबर होंगे, क्या करूं उसका? क्या फर्क पड़ता है अगर मिसिंग? As long as I don't have to call them, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. And trust me, being analyst, you don't have to call them. तो you can be done with this. हाँ, गलत तब हो जाता अगर सेल नंबर तो गिवन है, सेल नंबर इज देयर एंड सपोज एज इज मिसिंग एंड इन सम वे मेरा एनालिसिस भी कस्टमर्स की एज पे ही था. अब क्या करूँगा? अब प्रॉब्लम है. आई होप समझ आ रही होगी बात आप लोगों को. I'm seeing very few people responding now. This becomes scary for me, people. पता नहीं अब तो मैं तो या तो बहुत अच्छा पढ़ा रहा हूँ, सब समझ आ रहा है, या इतना घटिया पढ़ा रहा हूँ कुछ भी समझ नहीं आ रहा. What about others? ये बातें, अरे टप्पा खा रही है कहीं, जा रहा है कानों के बीच में, बैठ रहा है कहीं. ओके, चलो ठीक है. चलो, seems like I am doing something good. So now it becomes a problem क्योंकि एज ही मिसिंग है और मेरा एनालिसिस भी कस्टमर्स के एज ग्रुप्स के ऊपर था. तो अब एज मिसिंग है, अब मुझे कुछ सोचना पड़ेगा इन मिसिंग वैल्यूज. तो देखेंगे वन बाय वन दैट हाउ कैन वी थिंक इन दिस डायरेक्शन and what do we do and how Excel data tab helps me in that. So tomorrow we will try something on data and we will try some adding. चलिए ठीक है जी. Meanwhile, आई थिंक आज तो काफ़ी मसाला हो गया है आप लोगों के पास. आज पिवट टेबल्स की थोड़ी सी प्रैक्टिस कर लो, देखिए और क्या क्या कर सकते हैं. ट्राई टू एक्सपेरिमेंट विद पिवट टेबल्स एंड इफ देयर इज एनी प्रॉब्लम जस्ट गेट बैक टू मी. So I think we are done for the day. Any questions before I depart? Before I take your leave? Any questions? आप लोगों को रिकॉर्डिंग मिलना स्टार्ट हो गया? यूट्यूब का प्लेलिस्ट मिल गया? वेरी फाइन. आप लोगों को LMS एक्सेस मिल गया? सीम्स फैंटास्टिक. और आप लोगों को आई कैन सी दैट यू आर ऑन दैट PGA 15 ग्रुप ऑल्सो. वेल, most of you. One thing regarding on that PGA group, I did not want to text on that group. Guys, आप लोगों का ग्रुप हमने टेलीग्राम पे जानबूझ के टेलीग्राम पे रखने हैं. We don't want, you can keep your Insta and WhatsApp and Facebook as you like it, but treat Telegram as a professional group. So needless to say, everybody needs to behave professionally there. Keep your name as your registered name. Your name as in academic on Telegram. At least कुछ नेटवर्क्स ऐसे भी होने चाहिए आप लोगों को. तो one happens to be LinkedIn, other happens to be Telegram. बनाना शुरू कीजिएगा. You are into professional journey now. ठीक है जी. है कोई वहाँ पे? देखा था मैंने ये YOLO, ZOZO, I can't breathe. ये सब व्हाट्सएप तक रखो, नॉट हेयर। ठीक है, वहां पे कुछ भी करो अपने व्हाट्सएप और फेसबुक पे, नॉट टेलीग्राम एंड नॉट लिंक्डइन। दिस इज फॉर योर ओन गुड पीपल। ये दुख देगा उस समय व्हेन यू विल बी टुवर्ड्स प्लेसमेंट। ठीक है, सो प्लीज कीप योर full name, complete name, as you have provided it in your documents. हाँ ऑफ कोर्स हो जाता है यार। चलिए, okay, well guys, seems like we are good to go. So bye everybody, take care, till we meet next time, that's tomorrow. Okay, bye all.